The C programming language was developed by Dennis Ritchie at Bell Laboratories in the early 1970s. It was designed as a general-purpose programming language that could be used for system programming, such as writing operating systems and device drivers, as well as for application programming. The early versions of C were developed on the DEC PDP-11 computer, and it was first implemented on the Unix operating system. C was developed as a successor to the B programming language, which was also developed at Bell Labs. C quickly became popular among programmers, and its popularity grew with the development of the Unix operating system. Unix was written in C, and many of the tools and utilities that were developed for Unix were also written in C. In 1983, the American National Standards Institute, ANSI, formed a committee to develop a standard for the C language. The first standard, known as ANSI C or C89, was published in 1989. The C89 standard included many new features, such as standard library functions, and it defined the syntax and semantics of the language more precisely. In 1990, the International Organization for Standardization, ISO, adopted the ANSI C standard, which became known as the 9899:1990 standard. This standard was revised in 1999, and the revised standard became known as C99. C99 introduced several new features, such as support for inline functions, variable length arrays, and new data types, such as the long integer type. C99 also added new library functions and improved the syntax of the language. In 2011, the ISO approved a new version of the C standard, known as C11. C11 added several new features, including support for multi-threading and atomic operations, and improved support for Unicode and character strings. Today, C remains a popular programming language, particularly in systems programming and embedded systems. Many modern programming languages, such as C++, Java, and Python, have been influenced by C, and C continues to be an important language for software development.